Ah, yes, Tuberos y Tuberas. We are now less than 2 weeks away to the start of the MLS tournament, and it's pretty exciting times, not gonna lie here. But here on Philly Sports Hour, we're going to start breaking down some of these groups here, get you guys informed of what's going on, not just on the Philadelphia Union, but all the 6 groups here that are going to be down in Orlando. And today we're going to start with Group F. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your boy Ed Parcero Philly. Today we are going to break down Group F of the MLS is Back tournament here on Philly Sports Network. Let's get this started. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everyone to Philly Sports Network. I am your boy Ed Parcero Philly, part of the great Philadelphia Union team that we have here, and one of your hosts of Duke by the River. Before we get started, guys, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Philly Sports Network is continuing its growth here, and we could use your guys' help to continue the growth here. Do not forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button down below. But of course, like we said, guys, today is about Group F. But what we're going to do in the next couple of days, we're just going to break down every single group, let you know what teams that we have, what do these teams have to bring to the table. It's been a minute since we've seen MLS soccer in action, so it's time to refresh our minds here. Today we're starting off with Group F. I'm going to break down all 4 of these teams here and let you know which team is going to finish where. All right, but in Group F, we have the Seattle Sounders, the reigning MLS Cup champions. We have FC Dallas, San Jose Earthquakes, and the Vancouver Whitecaps. And let's start with who I believe will finish in dead last place. And I think that if you are a fan of the MLS and you do follow it thoroughly, like myself, I think it's a no-brainer who is probably going to finish dead last place in Group F. I'm sorry, Vancouver fans, but it's more than likely going to be you guys. Now, Vancouver are going through it's part 2 of the rebuild here. Not a lot has gone well for Vancouver in its history, honestly. Since Vancouver's been in the MLS, not really much to be excited over, except for maybe one player that plays over in Bayern Munich. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Alphonso Davies. He's really taken the German Bundesliga by storm, and he started with the Vancouver Whitecaps. But other than Alphonso Davies, nothing to really brag about if you're a fan of the Whitecaps here. And going to this tournament, year 2 of the rebuild for Marcos Dos Santos, it's going to be tough, and this is a tough group for them. And I'm a thorough believer of Marcos Dos Santos. I like what he's doing over there up in Vancouver, but they still don't have the pieces to put together a championship quality team. I do like some of the pieces that they have, like Maximi Crepo, Hwang Bam, Lucas Cavallini, David Milinkovic, and Ali Andan. But this team doesn't seem to gel together yet, and I think that they're still missing a couple of pieces. I think that Cavallini needs a guy to play alongside with him. I don't think that Toussaint Ricketts is the answer there. And their attack is pretty much one side. Ali Andan is a great fullback. He's the prototypical type of guy. But he's also, doesn't have just speed. He's big and physical as well. I think it's going to be a tough sailing for the Vancouver Whitecaps, and that's why I got them here in 4th place. All right, let's move on to the 3rd place team, and I believe that team will be the San Jose Earthquakes. Now, for the Earthquakes, this season, a lot of anticipation. In the first season under Matisse Almeida, it looked good at one part of the season. Going into the season, you figured that they would take the next step. But what happened last year? Why did this team, a team that started off bad, played really good in that July month, end so badly? Last season, it took some time for the San Jose Earthquakes team to adjust and adapt to the Matisse Almeida system. And that's why you saw them play so well in the month of July, where we even saw them in 2nd place in the Western Conference. But once teams started figuring out that, hey, maybe we should keep heavy possession on this team, just keep the ball away from San Jose, San Jose struggled at that point. And that's when they started seeing the downfall of the Earthquakes. And after a season where you saw a lot of positives with the San Jose Earthquakes, you figured that going into the offseason, maybe San Jose would give Matisse the pieces that he needs to build a quality team. We've seen Matisse build championship teams with River Plate and with Chivas de Guadalajara. But the San Jose didn't really bring in any big pieces. I really thought they were going to go all in on Alim Pulido. They missed out on that. And they really didn't bring anyone else that's going to instill excitement if you're a San Jose fan at least. But I do believe that they have some good young pieces, and I think what Matisse is going to rely on is players taking that next step into their career. Unfortunately, though, I think that the other 2 teams that we're going to talk about are better than San Jose. Maybe San Jose has a chance as one of those 4 third-place teams to move on to the next round. But I don't know. I'm not looking so promising. I believe in Matisse. I just don't believe in this team. I think they finished in third place. All right, in second place is a team that we saw in the first match week of the MLS season here in Philadelphia, and that was FC Dallas. Yes, FC Dallas, I had high hopes for going into the season. With all the young pieces that they have and getting my boy Fafa Pico, I really liked what they have down there in Dallas. And I think that going into this tournament, it's going to bode well for this team. With the mixture of young players like Reggie Cannon, Jesus Ferreira, Paxton Pomykal, and bringing in a veteran player like a Fafa Pico, while you still also have Michael Barrios and Ondrazik, Matt Hedges, I think this is a good combination. And I believe in Luchi Gonzalez. I really liked what he did in that first season. If we all remember, in the first round of the MLS Cup playoffs, Western Conference, Seattle versus FC Dallas. Dallas took it to Seattle. They just didn't have enough at that point, but I think that they have good pieces here. Still in the same group with the Seattle Sounders, but I still believe that FC Dallas finished in second place. You're going to want to watch out for FC Dallas. All right, last but not least, guys, we have the reigning MLS Cup champions, the Seattle Sounders. I believe this team will finish in first place. They still have a lot of good players from their championship team. Of course, Raul Ruiz is still there, Christian Roldan, and of course, Nicolas Loreto. But also, there's one player that I'm really looking out for, and that's João Paulo. I believe João adds an extra element to the Seattle Sounders attack, bringing some creativity from the deep line. It adds an extra element to Seattle, while still having players like Jordan Morris, who had a huge bounce back season last season, and you also have a guy like Jovan Jones manning the wing out there. I think Seattle's experience of being a playoff tested team and tournament tested team, I think that bodes well for Seattle. I really think that they're going to make a deep run. And in this tournament, you really don't know what is going to happen. These teams haven't been put through the ringer in the last 3 to 4 months, so anything can happen. But I think that Seattle have the players that it takes to make a run. I think that they finish in first place here of Group F. And that's all we got here for Group F. Let's recap what we think is going to happen. In last place, we got the Vancouver Whitecaps. In third place, we have the San Jose Earthquakes. In second place, we have FC Dallas. And in first place, we have the Seattle Sounders. In the comments below, guys, let us know what you guys think is going to happen in this Group F here. Do you see a surprise from Group F here? Let us know in the comments below. And guys, stay tuned. We're going to have much more previews going on, not only on here on YouTube, but we'll have articles out for you as well. And also stay up to date with the Duke by the River podcast. PSN has got you covered, guys. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel as well. I'm your boy, El Parcero Philly, ladies and gentlemen, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Dupont.